how to calculate any ARV or any comp for your wholesale deals. Guys, it's Rick Ginn in today's video. I'm actually going to walk you through a screen share on how stupid simple it is to get a comp for a property. And honestly, I'm going to make you the best offer humanly possible so you don't waste time and act like a realtor overcomping the properties. But before I do that, do me this favor, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this video with someone who wants to learn the truth about wholesaling. So I agree. We need to know how to comp a property. It is a basic skill set, but here's the difference. I'm going to teach you to do it as a wholesaler versus like a realtor, because a realtor's job is to spend hours, if not weeks, if not months, coming up with the perfect comp. Let me just save you the answer is there's no such thing as a perfect comp. If anything, you just have to come up with a rough estimate because let's be honest, the number is constantly moving. It's going up, it's going down. The value of a property is for what a buyer would pay for it in that given day. And that's it. It doesn't mean that's what we're going to pay for it tomorrow, a week, or in a month, or even if they went ahead in time, went back in time to buy it. So let's just brutally admit we are guessing. So how can we guess with deadly accuracy and remove our personal emotions? Well, I find the biggest problem with comping is most people, to try to justify how much they're going to pay for a property and just go and avoid as much resistance as possible, they just try to get a yes. And when you do that, you tend to try to find higher comps to make your life easier so you don't have to battle with your sellers. And I'm telling you, if you do that, you're going to get killed in this business. You got to do it the other way. You got to come up with a conservative comp, and then you just got to make an offer. And stop trying to get a yes on the first offer. It's the worst way to do wholesaling. You actually want to know, if you want to learn how to do it, go over to freewholesaling.com. So let me go in and show you how to pull a simple comp. So I'm doing a search here in Asheville, North Carolina, and then I pull up the criteria for my properties. And so I've been working on some comps. I want to find out I'm pulling up this property that's on Hudson Street, and then I'm going to go in and try to figure out, hey, what's the value of this property? Now, there's a couple ways to do it. To be honest with you, this is done all automatically. You don't even have to do a calculation, and you can get as detailed or simple as you want. So I'm talking to the seller right off the bat, and then I look at the insights on it, and they come up with a retail number of about 365 and a wholesale number real quick, 237. That's all I really need when I start out when I do this. And I like to use an XLeads account because it knows I'm a wholesaler and it knows exactly how I'm looking at these properties to do it. So if I want to find out and go in even more exact, to be honest with you, I don't go much further past this because who cares? I'm somewhat guessing at the number. But if you really want to do it, just click on the comps button and now you can comp just like a realtor. Now, here's the beautiful thing about XLeads and why I think it is the game changer is because you can go in non-disclosure states and it will pull all the data from private sales and the MLS, and it will give you a rough number so you can figure out what these properties are selling for. So in non-disclosure states, a lot of times you guys had to use these specialized services. Now XLeads can help you even in the non-disclosure state, even for comps that aren't disclosed, it'll actually give you the numbers. So the greens are going to be the ones on the market, yellows are the pending, and red are the sales. It's up to you how you want to filter it. Now, most of you guys have an XLeads account. You can come up under here and you have all these different filters to do comps. Now, I'm not a big fan on changing a whole lot of them, but if you wanted to, you can go in and you can reset how you do these filters. And remember, you can do everything by distance. If I click on there, if I want to change the distance to 1.5 miles or anything like that, to me, proximity is one of the biggest things that you have to be aware when you do it. But most of these filters are set within common sense. And the other one I like is the square footage. It's usually going to be set in a range. You can base it on a percentage, whatever. This looks like it's a smaller property. And then there's more sources here if you want to go in and try to do everything, which I'm not a big fan of. I click done there. Like you're built, you can put a max if you don't want to do the older types of properties. And then status, this is a big one right here. You can choose if you just want active, pending, or others on there. But I put everything on there to give you an idea. Now, these are all your filters. You can change them. You can set them as a default, whatever you want to do. I like to set them specifically for each market I do. And if you look, like in North Carolina, so I'm not overly familiar with North Carolina, but it's pulling from public records. It pulls from Canopy MLS. And what I like about this is it's using multiple records to help me figure out what the numbers are so I can figure out how to make an offer on the property. Now, if you notice on the lower left-hand side, it'll put a price per square foot, the sale amount, AVM, and 0. It all says 0. Rick, why is there 0 numbers? Because you have the ability to go through and check the comps you want to use. Now, good news, bad news. This is where you guys start cherry picking and you try to justify overpaying for the property. And I'm telling you, you want to do the exact opposite. So what you're going to do is typically pick the properties that come closest to matching based on your criteria. And what I like to do is total to square footage and like year built. Like our property is built in 1926, so I'm not going to use a 2025 listing on it. So for simplicity, I'm just going to pick the first. You see how the numbers go like that? I'll pick the first 5. And depending on which ones you pick is going to affect the number. So if I do the first 4, if I look at this, I come up with $376,000 on the average sale price. And you can go in and you can do that. Now, if you want to do that, you can actually hit download and it will generate a report for you. Now, the report should be for you. You can share it with your sellers, but I never use reports to figure out what's the offer is going to be made. I find it's counterproductive because that's what realtors do. But if I go through this report, it will give me all the properties I selected. It'll tell me the addresses, how far away, and gives a nice little summary on there. And we look at this. So I like to simplify this. Tells you days on the market, ideally what it should sell for. And remember, this is just a report. Now, if I go over to check the accuracy on it, it's saying the average was 393. If I click on that last one, let's just call it 385. Now remember, just the shot over the bow was 365, which I believe is a conservative number. And then if I went over to basically Zillow, it puts it at 380 because I'm going to be honest with you, that's what it sold for last. So the range on this property, in my opinion, would be 365 to 380. I'm going to stay with the more conservative number because I have to assume worst case scenario for the best case scenario to happen. And this is the best way to do it. Remember, all your comps, everything's here. You could go in and hand pick them. But I strongly recommend you not hand picking them. The only one on this one, since the property was built in 1925, if you look right here, the last thing I'm going to do is go in and add a property that was built in 2025. Because you see how that increases the value like by $70,000? It's because it's a new modern property. So honestly, guys, this is the easiest way to do any type of comp when you want to do it. My suggestion to you is when you get that first number and you see the range of like retail, which is going to be the same as our ARV, then you get the wholesale number. That's just telling you that's an ideal strike price. It's a suggestion. Stop thinking it is the final offer. It's not. Remember, if you have a cash buyer willing to pay more than anybody else, but it doesn't fit in your numbers, who cares if you're buying at 70 cents on the dollar or 90 cents on the dollar? The whole name and game of wholesaling is to minimize your risk and maximize your reward. But we need to know what the comps are. You can click any button. And guys, in 2026, it has never been easier to come up with a comp of the property. I like to use XLeads because I believe it gives me an unbiased filter of what it is. And guys, when we come over this comps, I can't stress this enough. Don't sit here and cherry pick everything that you're going to do. Because what I would do is probably just take the first 4, maybe even the first 3 by default and see it. But do you see how this says 435 here? The average AVM's 395. Let's add that one. 395, 395. It goes down just a little bit. 379, 380. So 365, 380 is the range on this property. And remember, I'm going to use 365 and then I'm just going to hope I can get more. Because some of you guys go, well, I offered them 400, so I'm just going to use all the 400 offers, and I'm just going to click the ones that represent 400. That's a wish list, and it's going to get you in a lot of trouble in wholesaling. And what I want you to use is XLeads. If not, you can simply, guys, go into AI. So, guys, if I just went into AI and I popped in this address, please comp as a wholesaler, you can simply do this. Now, this would be a lot of work to go in and out. I like to use XLeads because everything's stored under your file and you can easily put it into your Go High Level CRM and it's all in there. And it told you it sold for $380,000. This estimate is $334 to $403, which really doesn't help you. But I like how it gets real specific on here and gives you addresses, low end, high end. The range is quite a bit. And it's telling you the range 360 to 385. Now, some of you guys are going to go, oh, I can get 420 for it. That's not how comping works. That is you manipulating the numbers. You're most likely going to get somewhere between 360 and 380, and it's going to depend on what kind of repairs are needed and the tolerance of your seller to move the deal quickly. And that's your job as the wholesaler on it. And then it'll tell you, hey, You can do light cosmetic, heavy cosmetic, or anything like that. And then the 70% rule, I tell you not to follow it because it's never going to work. And so what I want you to do is hop back into XLeads, because the point of this entire video is to show you the numbers were all sitting at XLeads for you before you even started. And I already told you 365 is the retail. And remember, we give the conservative number because if I tell you it's 380 or 400 and then your offers come in at 350 and 360, you set yourself up for failure. And remember, we have no idea what they're going to sell for. It's going to be based on the cash buyer's tolerance for that deal, if they think they can make a lot of money, and if they're ready to go. And we don't control those factors. We just control the deal. If you overinflate your deal, you're massively going to disappoint your cash buyers and most likely yourself and your sellers. And for that reason, by using a tool like XLeads, go over to XLeads.com, you can easily comp any property. And guys, even if you don't have an XLeads account, just go on AI and just put it in and it'll easily show you what the range is. Don't sit there and tell me this estimate is everything. This estimate is designed to get sellers to call realtors to get pie in the sky offerings, because that's what it's designed to do. It is a pure greed button. Sorry, just tell you the way it is. As wholesalers, we need to calculate what the real number is so we can make a correct offer. And remember, always stick to the conservative number. And if you're trying to hand pick comps, I guarantee you, you've overpaid for your wholesale deal. Either get out of it or renegotiate it and go get the most accurate comp. Comps have to be unbiased. You have to use the same set of rules. And by using software like XLeads, you can easily solve any of these problems with it. So guys, make sure you go over to XLeads.com. You can get a 14-day free trial period. You get 1,000 free Skiptraces, and you can easily pull any of these lists. And why don't you just go ahead and test it and comp it? Don't believe me? Why don't I just go throw it out there? And guys, by the way, you are going to get the absolute best skip tracing service you can get. And it's all included in your account. Your goal high levels included, your e-signs included. Everything's in there, as well as the comping. Guys, and make sure you utilize XLeads and go out there and use it for your wholesaling business. Guys, let me know in the comments which of these methods you're going to use. And as usual, if you got value from this video, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this video with someone who wants to learn the truth about wholesaling. This is Rick Ginn. I'll see you guys in the next video.